Hello, Brian with Indoor Air. You know, from time to time I like to do videos on new products I think are phenomenal. Today I'm talking about the Honeywell Lyric water detector and freeze detector. It's a simple idea. I love it. Honeywell really knocked it out of the park with this one. It's a device that comes with a 4-foot cord. If the cord gets wet, it sounds to the device. The device hooks up through your Wi-Fi and it'll send a message to your iPad or your phone. To me, it's a no-brainer. You should have one underneath your washing machine, under your dishwasher. I'm going to take 2 cords because it's as easy as just taking an extra cord that we can purchase, plugging them in. Now I've got plenty to wrap around my entire water heater. So in my home, I'm going to have 3 or 4 of these things. Honestly, my water heater is about 40 feet away from my furnace. I'm going to circle my water heater with this hose, this cord. If it gets wet, it sounds the alarm, sends a message to your phone. It also sends a message to your phone on humidity levels and temperatures. To me, once you get to the point of having mold and trying to get rid of mold, those people that have had mold know that, you know what, stop the moisture before it gets started. It's a simple process. It's got a little hook, you can hang it on the wall. It's also got 2 sensors right on the back of the device that will also detect water. So you can set this thing in there without the cord. It does come with 1 cord. These things are very affordable. To me, it's almost to the point where you could wrap the entire foundation, catch the water as soon as it comes in. The idea is not to have your water leak detection be, hey, when you walk downstairs and you step on a wet piece of carpet in your socks, that's not the time to detect the water. The time to detect the water is before it gets to that point. So what this will do is you plug in the sensor cable. If this cable gets wet or the end gets wet, it sounds an alarm. So for me, I'm going to wrap it around my water heater, and then the end, I'm going to just put like 1 inch inside my sump pump. That way, if my sump pump does fail and water comes up within 1 inch of the top, I've got a little time to do something. It's not that I'm waiting for it to get onto the floor. Just like wrapping around the water heater, if my water heater goes and starts to leak, I don't want to know when it's 15 feet from the water heater and starting to soak the carpet in the basement. The time to know is right away. So with these devices, I just installed this one. I have it hooked up to my iPad. You go online, you download the app. It's a very simple process. I'll help you through the whole thing. I'm going to start stocking these things on my truck. They're not big. I'm going to have 4 or 5 on my truck at all times. For the cost of what these things will cost, you buy multiples, I'll discount the price. It truly is a no-brainer. I mean, the beauty is, if you're out and your kids are home, it'll beep. It'll let them know what's going on. Of course, you're going to be able to silence that beep right from your phone, which I think is another genius thing. If you're home and you want to silence the beep, and let's say you just didn't want to grab your phone, you can either pop out the batteries, or if the cord detected the leak, just unplug the cord. It'll beep a few more times and that's it. Once this cord gets wet, I just did a little experiment. I soaked it down and then I just dried it real well with a towel. Waited a few minutes, I plugged it right back in and it was fine. So I like that a lot. You know, that these things, it's not a one shot and done type of deal. These things will last forever and ever. We're going to have extra cords on the truck. I'm going to try and keep 4 or 5 of these things on the truck. But if you want them, the best time to get them is when we're out to your house for something else. That way we don't have a trip charge involved in setting up your water or leak or freeze detector. So if you're having us out for a furnace cleaning, AC cleaning, a duct cleaning, a humidifier install, anything like that, and you want one of these, that's the time to say, hey, you know what, Brian, I saw the video. I think we might need 2, or we might need 3, or what do you think? And at least I'll make sure that I've got them on the truck. It's not worth a special trip just to do it, but as long as I'm there, it can be affordable. And I got to tell you, you know what, there's very few products I love in this world. This is one of them. I can't imagine anybody checking this product out, trying it, and saying, boy, I think that was a bad decision. For what these things cost, these things should be flying off the shelf. Any questions, call Brian at Indoor Air Inc. Thank you.